St. Louis. What the y'all doing? Today we're gonna talk about baby Huey, our St. Louis brother. Huey, legendary St. Louis, Lawrence Franks, Mr. Hit Committee, Mr. Pop Lock and Drop It himself. Let's talk about baby Huey. Lawrence Frank Jr., born September the 12th, 1987, better known as his stage name Huey, was an American rapper from St. Louis, Missouri, originally signed to Jive Records. Franks was best known for his 2006 debut single, Pop, Lock, and Drop It. I know y'all remember him doing that video with him and the brother in the inside of the swimming pool, the empty swimming pool, turning up. Early life, Lawrence Frank Jr. was born in St. Louis, Missouri, like I said, in 1987 in Kinloch. He from Kinloch, where he was raised. That's when he moved to the Walnut Park neighborhood of St. Louis when he was 5 and returned to St. Louis County as a teenager. In an interview, I remember his community as having a lot of drugs going on, and of course a little bit of violence, and said that his experience growing up in a tough area inspired his rap lyrics. Franks, the youngest of 4 children, recalled his childhood being really rough and stated, "My mama and daddy were on drugs. My brother was out of jail. The foster people were chasing me. It was crazy." At the start of his career at age 15, Huey began creating hip-hop beats. His older brother referred Franks to producer Angela Richardson, who was creating a rap group. Franks began performing as Huey, and his songs "Oh" and "Pop, Lock, and Drop It" became favorite around St. Louis, Missouri. Amongst DJs and promoters, Huey was featured on a series of mixtapes, which Unsigned Hype sold out of its run of 8,000 copies and noticed by producer TJ Chapman, who introduced the rapper to Vice President and A&R at Jive at the time, Mickey Memphis Hits, right in 2006. That's when it went up for this brother at the time. Yeah, around 2006, 2007, the Notebook Paper, Huey's debut album for label Notebook Paper, was released in mid-2007, described by All Music as sounding like a mixture of Nelly, Chingy, and Ludacris at the same time. The album reached like 26 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 10 on the top R&B and hip-hop album charts. Pop, Lock, and Drop It, its lead single, peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming his biggest hit to this day. Nelly refusal to work with Huey on his debut album promoted 2 diss tracks, Down Down Baby featuring Camp Boys and Back at You. You know what I'm saying? The Notebook Paper next single was When I Hustle featuring singer Lloyd in 2007. Huey was featured on the song Hook It Up on R. Kelly's album Double Up. Yeah, man, this boy was working. 2010 Redemption, Huey's second album, Redemption, was released on September 14, 2010. After many delays, the first official single from the album was Smile and Wave, which featured Dero, and was released on June 15, 2010. And in Smile and Wave, Huey criticized his critics. That's when he was going at people. That was pretty dope, though. Basically saying, "Hi, haters. I understand. Sometimes you just gotta wave at these haters." 2013 through 2020, Project H. In 2013, Huey announced that he had officially signed with Waka Flocka Flame's label Brick Squad Monopoly and was working on his 3rd album. On May 14, 2014, Huey released a mixtape entitled Project H. However, it's not much materialized from his signing to Brick Squad, and Huey had been relatively quiet on the music scene in recent years, according to music exec William Quashan Carter, who worked with Huey in the 2010s. Prior to his death, Huey had just started a business in upscale clothing, and it was working out, and he was happy about that. Tragedy strikes on June 25th, 2020. Franks and an unidentified 21-year-old male companion were shot in front of Franks' home in Kinloch, Missouri. Both men were hospitalized. By the next day, Franks died from his wounds at the age of 32. Let's continue to listen to Mr. Pop, Lock, and Drop It. Sorry, bro, that you had to lose your life like that, man. over senseless violence. Let's stop the killing. Let's start the healing. More respect to each other. The great Huey, Mr. Pop Lock and Dropping, is no longer with us today, but let's celebrate him and his legacy. Much respect, my brother. St. Louis, what the fuck y'all doing?